Hello, 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 all my beautiful, amazing, fantastic machine heads. Welcome, welcome, welcome to a brand new series for the remainder of Fs22's lifespan. We are on the Piney Acres map. I've got some bad news, guys. We had to move on from the Vintage Oaks map. And it was only because I got a corrupt file. I don't know what happened. Don't care to know what happened. All I know is it would load up to about 20%, and then it would absolutely just crash the whole game. I loaded the map up with no mods, and it loaded. I loaded it up on a new saved game, and it loaded up. And I loaded up another map. I had this one in my save file, but we kind of scratched that one and started over. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a logging series for the last series of Fs22. We're going to build our own. We are going to have animals. We're going to have probably cows and sheep if we want to, and we're just going to have a lot of fun, and we're just going to make it. We're going to chip away. We're going to play 3x speed, 1 day months, and we are literally going to I'm not going to put any time frames on the videos. Sometimes they're going to be an hour, sometimes they're going to be a half an hour, sometimes they'll be 20 minutes, sometimes they'll be an hour and a half. It'll all depend on how we feel. So how's everybody doing today? I'm doing great, I'm doing awesome, and I'm doing fantastic as usual. I did have episode 10 recorded, but I'm not going to drop it just for the simple fact of the series is done and it's absolutely ridiculous. I was absolutely devastated when I went to load on to finish. We had left off on the harvest, and I went ahead to finish the harvest off camera, and it wouldn't load past 20%. It literally was my bane of my existence, hence why I posted it on my community page. It was absolutely, I was frustrated. But anyways, this map, let's get back to this map. It is a logging map only, but we are going to do some farming, mining, everything. This is terraform ready, so I'm excited about that. So we can actually dig our own mine, or our own lime. We can dig everything we want. We can make gold if we wanted. It's absolutely awesome. Now, I'm going to give you a many of you have seen this, so I'm not going to go crazy, but I'm going to show you here that I would say about 85 to 90% of the entire map is flat. All these sections here are all flat. It has one giant ridge that goes right through the middle, right through here. And then it has these different mountain ranges in here, but they're not mountains. They're more like hills. Now, the bottom half of the map, we're going to go and we're going to flatten it. We're going to make it, we're going to terraform it and flatten it out. So this will all be flat right here. And then we're going to leave this ridge in. And then above that, we're going to flatten this section here. And then I'm thinking up in this corner, because on Piney Run, the original version of the map, up here was our quarry. So I'm thinking strongly of making our new quarry right up in there. We'll drive right around here, drive up into the field, and then make it up somewhere up in there. And where that comes is, I'll show you. Now, cutting these trees down is going to be fun. It's going to be absolutely amazing. So we may have to cut them down with a chainsaw and then let them fall down here and then either cut them up or whatever. This is the Empty Pockets Challenge. We have started, except for the original Empty Pockets Challenge was supposed to be done on UK Forest, but I decided not to, and the reason I decided not to is because he's already doing a series on it, and I just think it's only fair to let him do his series, and I'll do the same challenge, but I'll do it on this map. So this is the Empty Pockets Challenge. The rules are this: you may start with any, you may start on any difficulty that you want. We started on farm manager mode, and the reason why is on new farmer, there's a placeable section right down there. I'll get up in the air and I'll show you guys, and then I'll give you the rules. Let's get up here and here, and that way you guys can see the map too. Let's get this up, turned up, and then we'll get going here. Get up here, we'll get this up just a little bit so you can kind of see what's going on. We'll get way up here. There is over 80,000 trees on this map. Now, I have cleared 3 times every tree on the bottom half. Okay, I did not clear the mountain range up here, which I'm going to attempt to do on this series. But as you can see, when we get up into the road, we come way up here, this becomes flat again. This all becomes flat again. So we're going to make our quarry up here, up on the ridge, and then there's some ridges. This cutting these trees down is going to be absolutely fun and amazing and hard at the same time. But it's great. But realistically, we start there. You can see that. And over here, there's a placeable. We are aiming to build our farm right on this placeable section right here. So our goal is, in the first half, is to cut out all these trees here. to get us right here. That's going to be our fields to start with. And then all of this to the edge of the map here is all flat. This is all flat. This is all flat. This is all flat. And then there's a hill right here that we are going to flatten. So this bottom, and you can see it from up here a little bit where it kind of comes up with the trees. We're going to flatten all that. We're going to cut the trees down. Even if we have to climb up it with a chainsaw, cut them down, and then flatten it, terraform it. You can see how big this ridge is here. All of this ridge from here. Now remember, this is only a 2x map, but there is, and I'm not kidding, I'll tell you, I'll reiterate it in a minute. But from here all the way around will be completely flat down here. This is going to be massive fields, massive equipment. Oh, we don't have to make a quarry. Check it out. Hoo. I didn't even know this was on the map. Didn't even know. Let's get down here and check this out. This is a quarry already here. Where is it on the map? Oh, it's over in the corner. All right. So we now have a quarry where we can come dig out stones. We'll have to work our way here. This is how we're going to make our lime. And I'll bet you there's hundreds and hundreds of thousands of liters in here. Look how thick that is. Yep, there it is. So we're going to have to work our way here with a road. We're going to have to probably going to have to go this way. Make our road through the valley and around here, or we're going to flatten that and we'll just get there eventually. Whew, that's going to take some time. That's going to be awesome. And you can see I'm at 7x speed, and when you get up here, it is, like I said, it's only a 2x map, but it's absolutely massively planted with trees, like absolutely cool. And I'm not kidding you. Okay, so let me reiterate this. I have cleared this entire flat section down here on my own 3 times, okay? And I did not do too many of the hills up here, but I was already at 80,000 trees before I hit up here. I'm not kidding. They say over 80,000 trees. They ain't kidding. Poor Boy Modding did this, and it is absolutely amazingly a lot of trees, like a lot. And I mean a lot. If you want a challenge, come here and try to clear every tree off this map. This is absolutely going to take you forever. And I'm not kidding. Like, it may not take you forever, but it's going to take you a while. And you got to remember, guys and gals, we're throwing farming in there as well. So as you can see now, to get you down here, let me get the flight mode off, but I'll leave the 7x. Well, we're at 8x speed. That's crazy. Let's fall down here, see if we can land right on the boom. Now we'll go like this. Let me turn that down to just about, we'll go 4x speed. There we go. So it's not so bad. Now you can see how dense these trees are in here. See this? All of these got to go. All of these got to go to get to our farm, which is right here, which is kind of cool. He's already built it, like the placeable section is where we're going to build our farm. But we're going to have fields. And then as we head towards the lime section over there, I didn't even know that was on the map. That's brand new for me. Did not know that. Was not there before, so it must be an update. But you can see, look how flat it is. It's all flat all the way here. And I'm running at 4x speed. Then there's our first hill. See? And what we do is we come up here with our machine. We cut all these down, and then we terraform it flat. Because you're going to go right onto the other side, and it comes back out level again. And then we're going to work our way that way. So that's going to be a really, really cool challenge. This series may spill over into Fs22 just because there's so many trees on here. But let's do this, and then I'll turn that speed down, and I'll go over the rules real quick, and we can get busy. Okay, so Empty Pockets set this challenge up for the UK Forest, and that's what he originally planned on it. And like we stated, we're going to do this on Piney Acres only because one simple reason. He's on that map, and I want to give him the respect of letting him clear the trees and not having 2 different series to deal with. But we're going to use the same rules. Okay, so you can, here's the rule number 1, you can start in any mode that you want, any way you want. Okay, so if you want to start New Farmer with all the equipment, you can. And you can use the equipment that's there. You can sell it off. You can do whatever you need to do to start your series. Now on this map, whether you're on New Farmer, Farm Manager, or Start from Scratch, there's equipment on this map. And there's about $2 million worth of equipment on this map. There's like 2 harvesters that are way up there on the hill. There's a bunch of tractors. There's a bunch of stuff that you start with. I sold it all. So whether you, like I said, whether you start in Farm Manager, Start from Scratch, or New Farmer, there's equipment here. Now, in New Farmer, down at that placeable section, which is our farm, there is a sawmill, and a board drying place where you can put your trees to dry or put your boards to dry them and you get more money for them. Unfortunately, on New Farmer mode, that placeable section, you cannot sell the sawmill or anything like that, and you cannot sell these things here. Okay, none of this stuff. Now, this sell point I put down, but it does come with this. Here's your animal dealer here, aka it works. It's a logging map. It's not supposed to have really too many animals on it anyways, but we're going to utilize it anyways. We'll make some sort of building up here, something that we can represent. I'll do it right. You guys know me. And then here's your sell point for your grain, which is pretty awesome. But we're not going to use that. Now, whatever mode you start in, you cannot sell these. This is embedded in the map. This is embedded in the map, and this is embedded in the map. But if you start on Farm Manager or start from scratch, your sawmill and stuff down there are gone, which is why I started in Farm Manager mode. So when I sold all the equipment, I ended up with about $3 million. You can actually tell. You guys all know I'm transparent. It was... it was like sold vehicles, 1,131,000. Then I bought the property, and the property is quite expensive on this. So then it put me in debt by about 1.5 million. Then we put it in here. So what we did is we sold all the equipment. We bought this stuff here. We bought the land. Now what we own on the map, I'll show you really quick, and then I'll finish up the rules. We own just 15, 21, 22. That's it. All of these plots, and you can see this one's 558,245. These are not cheap plots by any means. So you're gonna make money. You're gonna make money. So what we decided to start with is we started with the Volvo, which is the expansion pack right here, cutting our logs at 6 meters. We started with this, and the only thing we can use this for is stumps. We cannot cut down trees with it. We can't do anything like that. And we started with this because you guys know whenever I do logging, I use autoload. This is a mod that I did myself, remember, on Ocean City Forest. The mod itself is not done by me, but all the edits and all the fixing is done by me. So the person that did this mod, they created it. They made the mod. They made it autoload, everything like that. I went through and fixed all the errors. I went through and fixed all of the things that were wrong with it. And that's why, please, please, please don't ask me for a link for this, because this is absolutely an edit by me. It is error-free. It has got all the errors on it. When I got the mod, there was probably about 41 errors on it, and I fixed them all. I fixed every single one of them, and now I made it to when you guys know when you use autoload little baby trucks like this, they tend to tip over. I've got the weight all fixed on it. I've got it to where you could be going full speed and turn your wheels, and what happens is the sharper you turn your wheels, the faster it slows the truck down. And I'll show you guys that on one of the series. So that it will not tip over. Will not tip over. Now, it will tip over if you put it on a hill like that, obviously. But if you're driving on flat land, it will not tip over. It will not. Trust me. I made it where it won't. Okay, so getting back to the rules. You can start on any mode you want, any way you want, any equipment you want. Now, here's the rules. That if you do take a loan out, you can only take a loan out for the first year only. And that's it. After the first year, cannot take a loan out, and it must be paid off before you buy new equipment. So you can take up to, and if you had the $10 million mod, you can take up to a $10 million loan. That's fine. Then you're set for the game. But you must pay it back before you buy any property, before you buy any more equipment, before you buy animals, before you do anything else. That's the rules. And that's what we're going to honor with. We don't have a loan on this because I had enough. Okay, I had enough money on this. But the other thing is every tree has to be cut down with the harvester. And I might have to modify that because I don't know if I'm going to be skilled enough to be able to cut the trees on this hill. I mean, I'm going to try. I'm going to try to do this. This is a mountain here. But I'm going to try and see how well I go. And if worst case scenario, we may modify that part of it alone because we may have to cut these down. But it's going to be a long, long, long time before we get that. We may never even get there. Because I'm telling you, I've cut these trees down. So you have to use a harvester, and the only thing that you can use the brucks or the Trex for is the tree stumps, and that's it. Or a regular tree stump removal thing. That's what you can do. Or you can use the additional game settings and just delete the stumps. So any mode you want, any loan you want for the first year. After that, you must pay it off before you move forward, and you must use a tree harvester to cut it down. You can use auto load because that was not specific in his rules, but he likes to do it all by hand, which is great. And other than that, you can do the map any way you want. You can have any factories you want. You can do whatever you want, and that's the fun part about it. And this is what I'm excited about for FS25. I'm excited for them to be able to keep the ability to build your own farms, because that's what I really enjoy. I really enjoy like clearing land and doing it. I loved Vintage Oaks. I have to give that disclaimer out there. I loved it. But I really enjoy clearing out land and making my own, making the map my own. Very much like it. And as you can see, when you get over here, there's this whole section to the mountain is really quite big for a flat section. I mean, it starts to go up. You can see it for a distance. Now remember, I'm running at 4K on mine, recording it. I'm going to upload it in 1080, but on mine, I can see the hill from all the way back there. But you can see it's quite a distance to the, you can barely see the sawmill or the sell point right there. So this is all a section that can be a nice little field. We'll try to keep our fields right around 8 to 10 acres a piece, but I don't care what size they are on this map. We are not going to play super realistic, but we're going to play realistic-ish. We're going to do things the way they're supposed to be done, and if they take into the second day, so be it. So what I'm going to do is, like I said, I'm not obligating myself to doing 1 hour videos or 20-minute videos. I'm going to go to where it feels right. I'm just going to say, okay, we're going to end it here and be done with it. Whether it's 30, 40, 50, 60, an hour and 20 minutes, it doesn't matter to me. Wherever we're in a good spot and I feel that we're in a good spot, we're going to end it. If I wake up and I'm a little tired when I get ready to record, it might be a shorter video. So there's not going to be one of those strict hour videos. I know many of you like the longer videos. Many of you like the shorter videos. I'm going to start moving forward doing things a little bit more for my channel and making it feel right. I want you guys to be able to enjoy the series instead of always feeling obligated to do what you need to do as far as watching it. And just remember also that even if I put out an hour video, you're not obligated to watch it all at once. You can break it up. You can do whatever you need to do and watch it in little increments. That's what I do. Like if somebody's streaming, a lot of times I'll have it on in the background. I'll be doing other things, but I'm listening to them. So if the person, he or she, is streaming and they say something important, I'll stop what I'm doing and I'll chime in on the stream. Or if they've recorded a video that's an hour long, I'll watch 15 minutes here and then I'll go mow my lawn, or I'll go milk the cows, and I'll come back and I'll watch another 15, 20 minutes. I do watch the whole videos, but I don't watch them all at once. So that's where I come with that. But as you can see, we jack right up the hill here quick. It goes straight up, but from here, that way is all flat as far as you can see. You guys know I was up there flying around. But other than that, there's not too many other rules. There's not a specific rules. I suggest very highly that you head over to MT Pocket's channel and watch his UK Forest. He's got the rules posted. I'm not going to post the rules on mine because it's his challenge. Let you guys go check out his challenge. Make sure you're liking and subscribing to his channel. Make sure that you guys are checking out my main guys, which is Russell, Big A, Farmer Z, Grizzly Bear Sims, Van Ham Gaming, all of those guys. Make sure you're checking them out and sending some love their way. That's great. Without further ado, let's get going. We're going to cut up, our first 7-10 trees and sell them, and we're going to see how much money we can make. I do believe when practicing, 7 trees will get me about $20,000. So we've got to sell up. We've got to decide, and I think what we're going to do is we're going to make this series for you guys, by you guys. And I don't mean what we do. I'm going to say like what equipment or whatever we want to do. We may do. It's going to wing it. But anyways, let's get going. We'll start clearing some trees real quick here. Let's get this first row or two out, because I think I want to start making a road. You can barely, if you look through there, you can barely see the placeable section. And I want to get out far enough to get a road from the placeable section down here. So let's start clearing this. We may have to move down there and work back this way, but you know what I don't have on? Do I have the interactive icon on? I think it's thing, but I don't think I need it. Where is? Oh, you know what? Is it on my settings? It might be on my settings. Might be on my settings, everybody. Let's see. Interactive zones on. Combine. Measuring units. Oh, that's the other thing. We got to slow this down just a little bit. Wood harvesting, automatic cutting, input help. It's okay. No. Okay. Well, we'll figure it out. I don't need it right now. Now, the nice thing about this is it is absolutely auto load, so we can drive right up to it, and that truck is really nimble. It can get in and out. I normally would cut them. Now, that truck I have edited. When I first got the mod off of King's Mods, I don't know if it was intended to be perfect or extended to be released publicly, but, and I'm talking about my auto load truck. I don't know if it was supposed to be, but it was on there. You could only fit 6 meter. I edited the bed about 1 meter so that you can do 6 or 7 meters. Now on this map, because the trees are all 32, I may have done it in 7 meters, but I can't do it with this harvester. There we go. 100% seems a little bit better. When I was doing 150 and off camera, it was getting pretty bad. So what we're gonna do, whatever we decide to play, you know, we're about 21 minutes in now. I might go another 10 or 15 minutes and wrap this video up for the first episode. And then whatever we play, I will play that equal amount off camera. So if we do an hour video, I'll do an hour off camera as well, so that it's equal. So that when you guys come back, you can kind of see a little bit of progress, and we'll be into the next day as well. But before we leave today, I want to make sure that we get at least the first load in so we can make money. We don't own any property right now or anything like that, so it's not going to cost us anything. But we are going to go with I think, either the Red Farm Pack, or I might look around a little bit because they have some really decent buildings. We are going to do bales. Maybe. In fact, I don't know what I'm going to do yet. What we'll also do is, at the beginning of every episode, we will do a flyover so you guys can see where we're at, what we've done. This is going to be great. You guys are going to love this because it's not going to be one of those series where we're stressing and we're trying to get stuff done and things. And I think I know what happened. I think I know what happened on the Oaks. What really happened. I started experimenting with deleting the trees. And I think what happens is, and don't quote me on this because I'm not quite sure how Giants, what are we on here? We got to go here. Okay, 4. We got 3 more. Because I know it'll fit 7 trees. Giants gives you, with the additional game setting, gives you the ability to delete trees. Okay? We all know that. You just turn them on and you delete them, things like that, right? So I started deleting the trees around the farm. It was really cool. It was opening things up, but I deleted probably about 400 trees on the last episode. And then I'm not sure if I saved it or what happened, or if there's a limit to the delete level of trees. But it totally corrupted my files. And it wasn't my mods, because as you guys can see by me recording, I'm using the exact same mods on this one that I was using on that. I do like this harvester, this tree harvester. I really do. It's kind of like, it feels like it's a little bit slower. Now, what's cool, everybody, is there's no, like, I am no professional logger by any means. But I try to get them in piles, and they may be all wonky and mixed up. But the nice thing about that auto load is it has an extended trigger on it. So this will reach pretty much the whole pile from where we're at. So I think that's 6 trees, right? Yep, 1 more, and then we'll load it up. We'll sell the first one, and then we'll try to get a second one. We'll take care of our stumps, too. There we go. But I really like this. This harvester just feels right. It feels like you're supposed to do it. And once again, I turned the volume up for Russell so that we can keep it up, because he likes to hear the tractors and things like that. Good old Russ from New Zealand. I was very heartbroken. I really was, guys and gals. I really was enjoying the Oaks. I was having fun, and we were getting out of debt. But I can tell you for sure that we would have been out of debt within a year again. Because remember, we were making about $30,000 a day just from TMR made. Now I want to do. I think I got to go here. I forgot when I set it up. Show loading pad. There we go. And then I want to go. How do I change the size of it? Oh, number of piles. This one. Oops. Right? No, it's this one over here. How do I change that? I thought I had it. There it is. I got it. Now we'll go right over here and we will load up on this side, and we should be able to reach every tree there if I did this right. Let me switch sides. There we go. See it? And what I did is I set it up to where it loads slower. So it loads literally one log at a time. Now we'll see how far my... Well, that's about it. I didn't go very far. I think I went 6 meters. I thought I went farther. Now you can see how it fits 7 meters though. And I literally slowed it down to the point where it loads logs literally like at 0.1 speed. So it literally loads the logs one at a time. Literally. There we go. Boom. And it's got straps that I changed. Now, the original mod that was done, the straps wouldn't go over the top of the logs. That's just the way they were. I fixed it, so they did. So everything works well now on it. So you can see now, watch. I'll get going here, and then I'll take a sharp left, and I'll show you what it does. Watch the speedometer. See how it leans into it and slows it down. So you can literally just kind of set it and forget it and not have to worry about it. I don't know how many of us have flipped over trucks and things in the past, but it's a pain in the butt when you're trying to do logging. We made $21,000 from that load alone. Whoops. And this is on hard mode. 21,616 from one load on hard mode. And I will show you. Hard mode. Right there. So we're going to make a lot of money. And that's just for the first 7 trees. I'll take care of this. And then I want to see. Now, the other thing I want to do is... This is all this is allowed for. I want to... I don't know what I may do. I may do a running clock. I don't know. But I want the trees where I left off on. You know what I mean? I want to make sure that we're... Whoops. So there's no cheating going on. I don't want to come back and all of a sudden 200 trees are gone and you're going to wonder how I did it, whether I cut it with a... did that give me a count? No, still. Sometimes if you hear it. All right, I think that's it. Those. All right, so yeah, we got about 2 or 3 minutes left. So we'll go over. We'll start cutting down a few more. Nah, let's see. We'll start wrapping it up pretty close to right here. I talked a lot of it. We did not get a lot of work done, but we will. What we'll do real quick while I'm waiting is let's throw this on 2x speed here so I can get down here a little quicker. Okay, so here. Come down here and then we'll say our goodbyes. So on that note, guys, please look out for yourselves, look out for each other, and most importantly, look out for each other's families. Be sure to like and subscribe and share. Hit the little notification ding bell so you get notified when Fury drops a video. Be sure to enjoy the night, the day, the weekend, whenever you are watching this. And remember, I love you all, and I will catch you all on the flip side. So what we're going to do is, as soon as this loads up, we're going to landscape. We're going to paint, and we're going to use, it's this one here. which wraps it up. And then we're going to make our road size the same as this. I think that's it. Let's be sure here. Yep. There we go. Now, what we're going to start doing is eventually, I think the next episode we come back, we'll bring the equipment down here, and we'll start making our road this way. See what I mean? And we'll make our road right there, just like that. Just like that. And then we'll cut the trees out, and we'll make our road all the way back to the store. See that? We'll just keep going. And we'll go right straight ahead like this. We'll go straight ahead back to the store. Now, let's see if I can stay somewhat straight here. See where it comes out. Yep, it's going to come out just about at the edge of this. So that's kind of cool. It might come out like a little bit here because I might have went a little bit right. But that's what we're going to do. That's why we cleared those first few trees there. So our road comes straight ahead. And then we can start hossing logs. All right, guys and gals, I'm going to get you guys out of here when we come back on the next episode. Also, what I think I'm going to do, this is just tentatively, because we're starting to slow down a little bit on the farm, I think I'm going to, if I go little shorter videos, we're not going to go 20 minutes. That's too short. But if we go 30 minutes, like instead of an hour, if we go right in the middle and go half an hour, I'll load up more videos for the day. Because if I do an hour video 4 days a week, it's 4 hours. But if I do a half an hour 4 or 5 days a week, it's within a half an hour of each other. See, 31, 32 for 4 days is 2 hours, and 5 days is 2.5 hours. So you're really close to the same amount of time that you're spending on the map with you guys. So let's do it. Let's go like that, and we'll see what happens. All right, guys? All right, I love you guys all, and I will catch you guys on the flip side. So let me shut this down. I'm going to make sure we get saved, and then I'm going to load it up to make sure that there's no corrupt files or anything. I'm using a different save game space than the other one. So we'll see. All right, guys, I'll catch you on the next one.